Some significant excerpts from Chapter 7 include Today's Bargain, up on the platform, never sell it, makes folks come in though. Now this is quite similar to the brochure that the Joads received from California, stating to come in and to pick things and give money and get a land, when really at heart they just lure people in and keep them there, and then they're so starved that they have to work for next to nothing, which is really quite what this car dealership is doing here. Now, another one would be, I don't care if they run or not. Tires used, bruised tires, stacked in tall cylinders, tubes, red, gray, hanging like sausages. Now, this passage explains how they basically cheat the customer. They don't really care about their needs or wants. They fix up a car, make sure it runs, and hands it over. All they care about is money. The third passage that I found and would like to share with you today is, I got to get a car. We're going to California. I got to get a car. Now this really shows how desperate the farm people are and how easily it was for the car salesmen to take advantage of them. My fourth and last passage would be, they'll get after you, not us. We don't hold no paper. Yeah? Well, you just get tough and I'll call a cop. Now this really explains how the car salesman and the government are corrupt and trying to cheat their people out of their money, and how they're following the rules, but yet they somehow manage to find a loophole to where everything works on their side. Thank you very much.
The chapter parallels the plot chapters of the novel in the way that the car dealer resembles the national government or the wealthy man taking advantage of the poor workers moving west. They need something in the desperate salesman, and the salesmen know they are desperate, similar to the California landowners asking for workers.
So I read this chapter and it was like really bad because there was this car salesman and he was like really mean and sneaky, and he tried to sell these cars that were like not even good cars, because I would know what a good car is, and that was a horrible car because he like filled them with sawdust to make them like run better and stuff. He was so dumb. Anyways, so there's all these people and they're moving westward and stuff, and he's trying to like make them buy his cars because he knows that they need them, and he's just not a nice guy, and he's really sneaky. Not cool. Can you describe the characterization of the characters in the novel?
I would say that the characters in the novel were greedy, demanding, impatient, selfish, sly, conniving, as most Americans are.
Can you give me some themes present in the chapter?
Oh, yes. There's desperation, and most desperation does lead to rash decisions, as well as selfishness. And there is also man's inhumanity to man. It's quite disappointing, quite.
And the point of view, who is it from, and...
First person, the car salesman, I'd say. Yes, I'd say.
Okay. And symbols included?
Car salesman represents the government, cars represent jobs. The model car in the front represents the brochure that the Joads received to California, just drawing them in, basically. Drawing.
And details throughout the text?
Most of the details come from the car parts and how they're cheap and dirty. And Steinbeck likes to use this repetition of the line, good used cars, clean, runs good, which is basically a lie because we all know they don't run anywhere next to good.
Yes. Can you describe some of the imagery used?
Mainly the imagery that I found were of the car models, the car parts, and the description of the day. There was a little bit, if you look really closely, there was a bit of the description of the day.
Yes. And connotative language.
Oh, my favourite line of the whole bloody book. would be
Chapter.
you soften him up and shoot him in here, and I'll close him, I'll deal him, or I'll kill him. Which is really what mostly car salesmen do. At least of American race.
Yes, and syntax.
Oh, syntax. This one I found would be, don't send in no bombs. We want deals. We want deals. Yes, deals.
Okay. And lastly, tone. Can you...
Oh, the tone. And because it was from the car salesman point of view, it was very demeaning, accusatory, cynical, and at times very much patronizing. Oh, one more thing that I did find very interesting
Yes.
was the, I believe you Americans say it, colloquial diction. Is that right?
We actually pronounce it colloquial, but yes.
Colloquial diction. My staff makes it very hard to communicate with you Western people. But yes,
Yes, well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Of course, anytime, dear lassie.
Okay.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
maybe some other time we should do this again.
We should. Quite. I'd love to come to your beautiful nation.
Okay.
Carry on, chip chip cheerio. I'll be in my trailer. I don't have a trailer, do I? No. Don't have a trailer. Bloody American!
In there.
Oh, my mustache is dripping. I want to take a sip of tea in this goddamn scene, and I can't very well do that without my mustache drinking as well. It's quite annoying.